Their hands were intertwined as they walked inside the house, mabilis na nagtakbuhan palapit sa kanila ang triplets, ganoon rin si Melvin. "Morning mama," Sapphire said and hugged her leg that made her chuckle. "Morning baby. How's your sleep?" Natasha said and caressed her cheek. "I fell out of the bed." Nakasimangot na sumbong nito sa ina. "You are here already." Wika ni Nash nakakalabas lang ng kusina. May hawak pa itong kawali at sandok. "What happened Nash?" Natasha said and chuckled, bago ibinaba si Sapphire na tumakbo naman palapit sa ama. "What?" Nash said in a bored tone bago naglakad palapit sa lamesa. "How's your night?" Natasha smiled and her face suddenly flushed when she remembered what they did last night. Ang mga katawan nila ay naging isa ng ilang ulit, ni hindi na nila namalayan ang oras. They're just making love until dawn. And that is the greatest night she had. Hindi siya nagsisisi, na muli siyang nagtiwala sa lalaking unang sumira ng puso niya. "It was good," she said and smiled. Tinulungan na din niyang maghain si Nash, and when it's time for breakfast, ay sabay-sabay na silang kumain. "Nasaan pala si Hale?" Kat said habang naglalagay ng pagkain para sa asawa. "Didn't see him since last night." "I don't know either. He said that he'll just meet someone," Nash said, shrugging his shoulder. "He's a weirdo," Jane said and rolled her eyes. Agad na napangiti si Natasha nang sandukan siya ng pagkain ni Gabriel, bago nito sinandukan ang sarili. She smiled even more, when Gabriel even put a juice in her glass. "Cringe," bulong ni Nash pero agad na nag-peace sign, nang suman ng tingin ni Kat. "By the way Natasha, tomorrow is our flight. I'm sorry we can't be in the same flights." "Yeah, we are really sorry Natasha, nagkaproblema sa pizzerific and we need to be there," Kat said with apologetic look in her eyes. "Wala yun, I can manage, don't worry them," she said and smiled to assure them. Matapos magagahan ay kanya-kanya na silang pasok sa mga kwarto, upang mag-ayos ng gamit. Iniayos ni Natasha ang mga bata, habang si Gabriel naman ay inaayos na ang mga gamit nila. "Baby doon na muna kayo kaila daddy uncle, mama will just help daddy okay." Agad naman na tumalima ang apat, at sabay-sabay na lumabas ng kwarto, kaya't lumapit siya kay Gabriel na nagtutupi ng damit. "Didn't know you can actually do chores," Natasha said and chuckled. Gabriel glanced at her, bago muling binaling ang atensyon sa pagtutupi. "I need to do this on my own, since I left our mansion when you know." "You left?" Agad na napatingin si Natasha sa binatang seryosong nagtutupi. "What do you mean?" Gabriel sighed and set aside the clothes, before he gives his full attention to Natasha. "Since father knew our relationship back then, he knew." Gulat na wika ni Natasha. Ang akala niya ay walang nakakaalam ng relasyon nila ni Gabriel noon, well except Apple. But was she wrong? Father knew it all along. Gabriel whispered and hold Natasha's hand. "Is that why you broke up with me?" Nahihiyang tanong ng dalaga. "Please tell me the truth Gabriel. I want to know what happened." Gabriel sighed and looked away. He promised to himself not look the past, but Natasha needs to know the truth. "Dad wants me to broke up with you." Panimula niya. "But he only did that to protect you, so don't get mad." "Well you know I was a playboy back in our high school life right? You know I love to play, well I guess I'm most of them, well you know it's my past not until I met you." Mabilis na nagbawi si Gabriel nang makita ang nakakamatay na tingin ng dalaga. "I'm just kidding," Natasha said and chuckled. "Continue please." "So I left the house the day you went missing. I built my own empire without a single cent from them. I hate my father Natasha." Natasha can feel the raging aura Gabriel is building. Galit nga talaga ito sa ama, at dahil yun sa kanya. "If he could only accept our relationship. I'm sorry." Naluluhang wika ni Natasha. "It's all my fault." "No baby don't say that," he said and wiped her tears away. "None of this is your fault, hindi naman natin kasalanan ang magmahal." Maybe Gabriel is right. Hindi naman talaga kasalanan ang magmahal, but to their situation it's forbidden. Dahil nga minahal niya ang anak ng mag-asawang umampun sa kanya. "Don't think too much," Gabriel said and kissed her forehead. Pero hindi mawaglit sa isip niya ang lahat ng nangyari. It was partly her fault, she broke a once a happy family. Sigurado ka ba? Gabriel said and hold her hands. The mansion looks the same, maraming taon na ang lumipas, pero nanatiling elegante at maganda ang mansion. We can just wait until you return from France. She can't wait any longer. Binabagabag siya ng konsensya. And she really wants to meet them now. Sir Gabriel. Her eyes watered as she saw the old woman, who used to take good care of her, Manang Mel. Ang katulong na siyang tinuring na rin niyang ina noon. Mabuti at napasyal ka. Halika at pasok. Tila napipi ito nang lumipat sa kanyang mukha ang mata ng matanda. Natasha, she whispered and slowly walked towards Natasha, who's now crying while looking at her. Natasha, ikaw nga. The old woman walked towards her, and immediately hugged her tight, na sinuklian naman niya ng mahigpit na yakap. Manang Mel, Natasha said still crying, while hugging the woman. Ang laki-laki mo na anak. Manang Mel said and cupped her face to wipe her cheeks. Ang ganda-ganda mo. Marahang tumungo si Natasha, at mahigpit na hinawakan ang kamay ng babae. I'm sorry Manang, mahinang bulong niya at muling niyakap ang babae. Sorry kung umalis ako. Anak wala iyon, ang mahalaga heto ka sa harap ko. Iyon lang ang dalangin ko sa Diyos ang panatilihin kang ligtas. Opo Manang, she whispered bago kumalas sa pagkakayakap sa matanda. Napakaganda mo anak, Manang Mel said. Halina kayo pumasok na tayo. Agad silang sumunod kay Manang Mel, at pumasok sa mansion. It was all the same. Chandelier, sofa, figurines table etc. It was all the same, para itong preserbadong musoleo, na maingat na pinangalagaan sa loob ng 6 na taon. The color of the wall is still the same. The grand staircase that shows elegance, is still the most beautiful attraction in the house. Wala pa ring nagbago, bulong ni Natasha at marahang pinahiran ang mga mata. We can still back out. Gabriel whispered nang makita niya ang patuloy na pagluha ng dalaga. Nandito na tayo. Let's face them together this time. Si Natasha na mismo ang humawak sa kamay niya. His eyes darted into their intertwined hand, bago lumipat ang kanyang tingin sa dalagang nakatingin rin sa kanya. Let's do this together. Agad silang napalingon nang may bumagsak, na kung anumang bagay, dahilan upang gumawa ito ng ingay. It was a glass that scattered on the floor. But what caught their attention is the woman who broke that glass. Natasha, Margaret said, nanginginig pa ang kamay nito, habang nakatingin sa dalagang ilang taon niyang hindi nakita. Oh God! Natasha! Hindi ko mapigilan ang pagbuhos ng aking luha, nang makita si Tita Margaret. Halos hindi ko na siya makilala, dahil malaki ang ibinagsak ng katawan nito. I wipe my tears away. But it keeps in falling down my face. Tita Margaret, mahina kong bulong, ramdam ko ang mahigpit na paghawak ni Gabriel sa aking kamay. Natasha, Tita Margaret said. Mabilis itong bumaba ng staircase and to my shock, she hugged me like she's longing for me. Oh God Natasha! Bumuhos na ang aking luha, nang maramdaman ang mahigpit na pagyakap ni Tita Margaret sa akin. Tita! I whispered and hugged her back. I'm sorry. It's okay Natasha, she said. Ang mahalaga ayos ka, that you are here, I thought I would never see you again. Hindi ako makapagsalita at nanatiling walang imak, habang yakap si Tita Margaret. Tila may mabigat na bato ang nakadagan sa aking dibdib, habang naririnig ko ang mga salitang iyon mula sa kanya. You're a grown-up now, she said and pulled away to our hugs. Hilam din ng luha ang kanyang mga mata, pero isinawalang bahala niya iyon. You became more beautiful, Tita Margaret said and held my hand. I'm sorry that I have to leave Tita, I said bago nahihiyang yumuko. I felt really ashamed for all the things I made to them, pero hindi ko pinagsisisihan na minahal ko si Gabriel. Hush, she said and wiped my tears away. Ang mahalaga heto ka, narito ka na, it's been 6 years. Nawalan na kami ng pag-asang makikita kang muli Natasha. Nasa France po ako, kung saan-saan ka namin pinahanap. But we can't find you as if you never exist in this world. Agad na napakunot ang aking noo. Sa kanyang sinabi, that's odd. Hindi naman ako nagtago, at wala akong balak na magtago. So why would Tita Margaret said that they can't find me as if I never exist? You find it odd, right? Bulong ni Gabriel, someone is blocking us from finding you. Gabriel is right, maski siya ay kumilos na para mahanap ka, but still we can't. Nasaan po pala si Tito Easton? Pag-iiba ko ng usapan, dahil sumasakit ang ulo ko sa kakaisip, kung sino ang nasa likod nun. Hindi naman pwedeng si Trina, dahil nasa asylum ito. Or was she blocking my appearance before she was dragged in an asylum? Naliligo lang bababa na rin iyon. Marahan naman akong tumango. Maupo muna tayo. Agad naman akong napatawa, nang mapansing kanina pa pala kami nakatayo. Please take the kids in here. Bulong ko kay Gabriel. Agad naman itong tumayo, at nagpaalam sa ina na may kukunin lang sa sasakyan. You are a beautiful lady now. Tita Margaret said, still holding my hands. It's been a years, and I still can't believe that you are finally here. Maski rin naman ako, ay hindi makapaniwala na narito na ako. I never imagined going back here at the first place. All I want is a life with my kids. I never imagined loving Gabriel again. Matagal ko nang binalak ang kalimutan ang nakaraan ko, pero nakalimutan ko na masyado palang mapaglaro ang tadhana. It brought me back to where I came from. Neither do I, Tita Margaret, I said and smiled. But it's actually good to be back. Memories of our teenage days rush back into my mind, as I look at the old same house I live in for almost a decade. Masaya akong makitang magkasama na kayo ni Gabriel. Holding each other hands, and shouting to the world that you love each other. Masaya rin po akong makasama si Gabriel, Tita. Alam ko pong alam ninyo ang lihim na relasyon namin noon. And I'm sorry for that. I said and looked away. I felt really ashamed, pero ano bang magagawa ko? I can't control my feelings for him. Don't feel sorry for loving someone, Natasha. Tita Margaret said and smiled. Never say sorry for loving my son. Marahan naman akong tumango. Sweetheart, someone called me and I need to go to the company. Agad na nagangat ako ng tingin, nang marinig ang boses ni Tito Easton. He didn't notice me cause he's busy looking at his phone. Walang pinagbago, Tito Easton is still the same. He looks young at the age of 55, makisig at malakas pa rin ang pangangatawan nito, kahit na nasa 50 na ang edad. Pero may sakit ka, Tita Margaret said at tumayo, para lumapit sa asawa. It can wait, Easton. At isa pa, narito ang anak mo. Naguguluhang tumingin si Tito Easton sa asawa. Tita Margaret eyes darted into me, kaya't sinundan ito ng mata ni Tito. My eyes watered in happiness and also nervousness, as his eyes darted into mine. Halo-halong emosyon ang nabuhay sa mga mata ni Tito, na hindi ko mabasa. I slowly stand up and walk towards them. Tito, my voice cracked, at hindi ko na mapigilan ang aking mga luha, na nagunahang magbagsakan mula sa aking mga mata. Natasha, he said, not even blinking. It's you, Natasha. Marahan naman akong tumungo, at yumuko dahil hindi ko mapigilan ang mapaiyak. Oh God, Natasha, rinig kong bulong ni Tito Easton, bago ko maramdaman ang mainit kong yakap nito. Natasha, it's you. I'm sorry, Tito, I said and hugged him back. No, he said. Ramdam ko ang pagyugyog ng balikat nito, tanda ng pag-iyak nito. I'm sorry, kung hindi lang ako nagmatigas. If only I accepted your relationship with Gabriel. None of this will happen. Tito, wala kang kasalanan. Bulong ko. No, Natasha, Tito Easton said. Maraming nawala sa akin nang hindi ko kayo pakinggan. I lost my son, I lost you and even my grandchild. Ramdam ko ang pagsisisi sa mga tinig nito. Kaya't hindi na ako nagsalita, at nanatiling nakayakap sa kanya. Gabriel, Tito Easton whispered. Mabilis akong lumingon, at nakita ang mag-aamang pumasok sa mansion. Gabriel is holding Gemstone, who's peacefully sleeping in his arm, while Sapphire, Amber and Melvin are standing behind him. Son, bulong ni Tito at dahan-daw ang naglakad palapit sa mag-ama. But all I can see in his eyes is pure hatred towards his father. Tito Easton walked towards them, and stopped in the middle. Ramdam din siguro niya ang tensyon sa pagitan nila. I sighed and looked at Tita Margaret who just smiled, pero hindi ito umabot sa kanyang mga mata. Son, I'm just here because of Natasha, Father. Gabriel said in a cold tone. I'm not here to reconcile with you. Agad na akong naglakad palapit sa dalawa. I immediately hold Gabriel's hand, that turned into fist to calm him down. It's okay, bulong ko and slightly played with his fingers. Tita Easton looks at me and mouthed me thank you na tinanguan ko na lang. Tito, Tita these are my babies. I said to ease the tension. Tito Easton eyes darted into the cute little kids, na nagtatago sa likod ng ama nila. Amber, Sapphire come out here. I said. Agad naman na sumunod ang dalawa, at mabilis na lumabas sa kanilang pinagtatagwan. Who are they mama? Wika ni Amber. I smiled and knelt in front of them. Upang magpantay ang aming mga mukha. They're your grandparents baby. I said and fixed her hair. Hello, Tito Easton said. His eyes sparkled in tears as he looked at my babies. Hello grandpa. Si Sapphire ang unang nakabawi, at tumakbo palapit kay Tito, at mabilis na yamakap, kasunod nun ay ang paglapit rin ni Amber. Gusto kong maiyak nang makita ang pagluha ni Tito Easton, habang nakayakap sa kanya ang dalawa kong prinsesa. Napatingin naman ako kay Melvin, na nanatiling nakatingin sa tatlo na nagyakapan, so I signed him to come to me. Hello grandma. Mabilis na tumakbo ang dalawa papunta kay Tita Margaret, na hindi mahinuha ang sasabihin, basta't nakatingin lang ito sa kanyang asawa at mga apo. Ang sabi lang ni Gabriel ay may anak kayo. Tita Margaret said and chuckled. We didn't know that you have quadruplets. Well actually tita, triplets lang po sila, I said and hold Melvin's hand. This is Melvin, my adopted son, but in my heart I'm his real mom. Napatingin sa akin si Melvin, at matamis na ngumiti. Kaya't nilero ko ang buhok nito. Where are we daddy? Gemstone. Yawned and looked at his surrounding, bago tumama ang kanyang mata sa akin. Daddy baba. Mabilis naman na tumalima si Gabriel, at nilapag si Gemstone na mabilis na tumakbo palapit sa akin. Are we already home mama? Napatawa naman ako, at ginulo ang buhok niya galing kasi sa Quezon, ay dumiretso na kami rito. I never want to waste another day not meeting them. This is your grandparents' house baby. I said. Hello baby boy, Tita Margaret said, and waved her hands to Gemstone, who's now hiding behind me. Mama, bulong ni Gemstone, at marahang tumingin sa akin, bago ibalik ang tingin kay tita. I slowly nodded so he walked towards her direction. Agad naman na inilahad ng dalawang babae ang kanilang kamay, na inabot naman ni Gemstone. I smiled as I looked at them, who's busy playing with their grandma. Habang ako ay nakaupo sa veranda, kasama si Tito Easton nakita ang saya sa mga mata, habang nakatingin sa kanyang asawa at mga apo. They are precious, he whispered. This is what I lost because of my pride. I sighed and shook my head, bago hawakan ang kamay ni Tito na may lungkot sa mukha. Tito, you just did what you think is right. I said, lahat tayo nagkakamali, we are not perfect. I will talk to Gabriel. No need Natasha, Tito Easton said. Alam kong malaki ang galit sa akin ng anak ko. Malaki rin ang galit ko kay Gabriel Tito. Inaamin ko iyon, I was so undenial that I'm okay. That we are okay, but deep inside my heart I know, that we are not, but I found it inside my heart the forgiveness. At sigurado akong ganoon rin si Gabriel. Tito Easton smiled, pero hindi umabot ang mga ngiti nito sa kanyang mga mata. Thank you Natasha, Tito said and looked away. Simula nang mawala ka, ay nawalan na rin ako ng isa pang anak. Gabriel left his life behind, and I'm so proud on what he have now. He became so independent, kinaya niya nang wala kami sa kanyang likuran. And I'm very proud of him. Nanatili siyang nakatingin sa may garden, kung nasaan naroon sila tita at ang mga bata. I smiled when I saw Gemstone pout sa hindi ko malamang kadahilanan, agad itong tumakbo nang makitang palapit ang ama, at nagkunyapot sa mga hita nito. I felt ashamed for what I did. Pero hindi ko na mababago pa iyon. Nang magtama ang mga mata namin ni Gabriel, ay nagliwanag ang mukha nito, At ngumiti sa akin. But when his eyes darted into his father, his face became stoic and cold. I can't bring him back, bulong ni Tito Easton. I said there is always a way to bring him back. Napagpasyahan namin na doon na magpalipas ng gabi. Pumayag na rin ako dahil sa request ni Tita Margaret. My room looks exactly the same as I left that night 6 years ago. Ang mga naiwan kong gamit, ay nasa ayos pa rin na tila hindi dumaan ang 6 na taon. Mama, can we sleep in Lola and Lolo's room? Gemstone said. Hindi na malikot kayo matulog. Natatawang wika ko, para pa namang electric fan si Gemstone, kung matulog na halos buong kama niya ay kanyang iniikot. But Mama, just this night, pretty please, Sapphire said na nagpuppy eyes pa. But, it's okay Natasha. Wika ni Tita Margaret na sinusuklayan ang mahabang buhok ni Amber. Gusto rin namin na makatabi ang mga bata, kahit ngayong gabi lang. Okay fine. Pero huwag malikot matulog okay. Yehey. Sabay na sigaw ng tatlo, bago mabilis na tumakbo palabas ng silid. Dito na lang po ako matutulog. Bulong ni Melvin. Ayaw mo ba doon sa kwarto Melvin? Tanong ni Tita Margaret. He just shook his head and walked towards me. Nahihiya po siya tita. Oh Natasha, stop calling me tita. Call me mommy instead. Okay mommy. Wika ko at hinaplos ang buhok ni Melvin. You don't have to be shy Melvin. Hindi ka naman iba sa amin. Oo nga naman. Hindi ko na natapos ang sasabihin ko, nang pumasok si Gemstone sa loob ng kwarto na tila hinihingal pa. What are you still doing here? Come on, he said and hold Melvin hands, bago ito hinatak palabas ng silid. Gemstone loves him. Wika ni Tita Margaret. Opo tita, este mami. Carbon copy siya ni Gabriel Natasha. Even his attitude. Natatawang wika nito na sinang-ayunan ko naman. Pati ugali ng ama ay nakuha nito. O siya magpahinga na kayo at alam kong pagod kayo. Marahan naman akong tumango. Nang makalabas si Tita Margaret sa pinto, ay pumasok na ako sa banyo upang maligo. I let my dress fall on the ground, before going inside the bathtub. Ngayon lang ako nakaramdam ng pagod ng katawan, mula sa 5 oras na biyahe namin galing Quezon. Agad kong ipinikit ang aking mata, at hinayaan ang sariling makapag-relax. Mind if I join? Automatikong napadilat ang aking mata, nang marinig ko ang tinig ni Gabriel. My face flushed as I looked at him leaning on the door frame. Was he watching me? Hindi ko ba na-lock? No. I gulped when he locked the bathroom door, and slowly unbuttoned his shirt. Ano ba yan maski yata paghuhubad ng damit ang hot tignan? Ang mga makasalanan kong mga mata, ay naglakbay sa kanyang mukha, pababa sa kanyang katawan, yum. 6-pack abs. Napako ang aking tingin sa kanyang ano. Like what you see, he whispered seductively. Kaya't marahan akong napatango, sabi nga ni Apple huwag nang mahiya, dahil hindi na rin naman daw ako inosenti. Hindi kami nahirapan na magkasya sa bathtub, dahil may kalakihan naman ito. Ramdam ko ang bilis ng pagpintig ng puso ko, habang nakaupo si Gabriel sa aking likuran, dagdag mo pa ang nararamdaman ko sa aking likuran, na mas lalong nagpainit ng aking katawan. Mag-who-knows dili ka, masyadong yang kipay mo. About Tito Easton. Bulong ko at pilit na hindi magpatukso na kusang pamatong sa kanyang ano. I gasped when I felt his hot breath on my shoulder blade, leaving a feather kiss on it. What about him? He said still kissing me there. Hanggang sa gumapang ang kanyang halik paakyat sa aking leeg. Can you? Impit kong bulong ng halikan niya ang sensitibong balat sa aking leeg.